Wicked for Good is easily one of the most anticipated movies heading our way this fall. It's following in the footsteps of last year's Wicked, which not only became a major box office success, but also pulled in 10 Oscar nominations, grabbing wins for both Best Production Design and Best Costume Design. So there's already a lot of buzz building around how the sequel will pick up the story. The movie is expected to continue right after the first one left off, following the big show-stopping number Defying Gravity. While Wicked for Good will stay pretty faithful to the second act of the original Broadway musical, it won't just be a straight-up retelling. The creative team is expanding certain elements, especially when it comes to character moments and music that weren't part of the stage version. Returning to their lead roles are Cynthia Erivo as Elphaba and Ariana Grande as Glinda. They'll be joined by an impressive supporting cast that includes Jeff Goldblum, Michelle Yeoh, Marissa Bode, and Ethan Slater. And even though some fans think the best songs are in Act 1, there's still plenty to be excited about when it comes to Act 2 and how it'll play out on screen. The extra time between the two film releases has also given the filmmakers a chance to fine-tune their vision and raise the bar even higher. With a release date set for November 21, there's a bunch to look forward to. One of the more surprising things from the trailer is the wedding scene between Glinda and Fiyero. In the original musical, the two characters are definitely a couple, and their engagement is announced by Madame Morrible in Act 2, but audiences never actually see them walk down the aisle. In this film, though, there's a clear shot of Glinda in a full wedding gown surrounded by floating butterflies in a dreamy, magical sequence. It's a major departure from the stage version, and fans are curious to see how this change will affect the story, especially considering Glinda and Fiyero don't end up together in the end. Then there's the return of the flying monkeys, who were already a visual highlight in the first movie. On stage, Elphaba's mission to free them is a pivotal moment in Act 2, but in the films, they've been reimagined as soldiers working under the wizard. That tweak opens the door for a more dramatic and expanded arc in Wicked for Good, where Elphaba may have to fight harder and dig deeper to understand and perhaps liberate the monkeys. Given how visually stunning they were the first time around, fans are definitely eager to see how the sequel brings them back into play. Another exciting shift comes from the animal storyline. While some viewers felt the animal characters took up a little too much space in the first film, there's no denying their importance in terms of the show's themes about oppression and equality. According to the trailer, the animals are set to storm the Emerald City, which suggests they're teaming up with Elphaba in her rebellion. This kind of large-scale action was never something the stage version could really pull off, simply because of space and technical limits. But now, with the power of CGI and film production, Wicked for Good can finally deliver those bigger, more ambitious sequences. Another big shift is the focus on Dorothy. In the original musical, she's mostly a shadowy presence, literally, but the new trailer features her several times, showing her along with her companions on the yellow brick road. This means the filmmakers are giving her a more prominent role in the sequel. Rumor has it that Alicia Ware, known for Matilda and Abigail, is playing her. That alone has upped fans' anticipation for how Dorothy will impact the storyline and what kind of influence she'll have on Elphaba and Glinda's journey. Speaking of major transformations, fans are wondering if Fiyero's evolution into the Scarecrow will finally play out on screen. In the stage version, it's implied but never really shown. But in the trailer, there's a subtle clue. Right after Dorothy and her friends are seen, there's a quick cut to Fiyero in an outfit that strongly resembles the Scarecrow's look. With the film format offering more visual possibilities, it's totally feasible that we'll actually see that transition happen this time. Another moment that fans are holding their breath for is Cynthia Erivo's performance of No Good Deed. If Defying Gravity was the emotional peak of the first film, this power ballad takes center stage in Act 2. It's a raw, powerful song where Elphaba unleashes her frustration and grief, and knowing Erivo's vocal chops, this could end up being one of the most unforgettable moments in the whole movie. The trailer already teases just enough of it to stir up plenty of excitement. What's also new for Wicked for Good is the addition of 2 original songs, one for Elphaba and one for Glinda. The first film mostly stuck to the songs from the Broadway musical, so adding new numbers this time around feels like a big deal. Director Jon M explained in an interview that these songs weren't just thrown in, they were necessary to better tell the story. So fans can look forward to both a familiar soundtrack and some fresh music that adds more emotional depth. Another thing to watch for is the dynamic between Elphaba and Glinda. In the stage version, once Act 2 starts, the two characters are pretty much on opposite sides and share less stage time. But the trailer hints that they might be spending more time together in the film version. And honestly, that makes a lot of sense. Erivo and Grande have great chemistry, and giving their characters more shared screen time can only make the emotional payoff more powerful. After all, their relationship is the heart of the story. Visually, the sequel also looks like it's taking things up a notch. Even though the first Wicked film had amazing production design and costumes, some viewers weren't happy with the lighting and color grading. It felt a little washed out in places, which dulled some of the magic. Fortunately, the trailer for Wicked for Good already shows noticeable improvements. The colors are richer, the lighting more balanced, and everything just looks more vivid and alive. If the full movie keeps the same visual quality, it could end up outshining the first film entirely. And finally, we can't talk about Wicked for Good without mentioning the emotional weight of the song For Good. There's a reason it was chosen as the subtitle of the movie. It's easily the most heartfelt duet between Elphaba and Glinda. It's not flashy or dramatic like Defying Gravity, but it's packed with raw, genuine emotion. The song captures their entire journey, the bond they've built, and the heartbreak of having to say goodbye. Based on how the trailer leans into that moment, with their lines about their friendship and parting, it's clear that this will be the film's emotional high point. With everything that's coming, from new music and deeper character arcs to stunning visuals and more screen time for major players, it's obvious that Wicked for Good is aiming to be much more than just a second act. It's building toward a bigger payoff, honoring what made the original musical so special, while using the tools of cinema to go further than ever before. So even though there's still some time before it hits theaters, the buzz surrounding the sequel isn't just hype, it's a reflection of how much potential this movie really has. And that's that for today's video. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next one. Your suggestions for future videos are always welcome in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to stay in the loop, and if you want, you can share your thoughts about this video in the comments.